This week's episode is brought to you by those click pencils. Have you ever had one for so long that the ink ran out? Me neither.
It's time for the Late Midday Show, featuring your host, Hardip Singh.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in to this week's episode of the Late Midday Show. I'm, of course, your host, Hardip Singh. This week's episode is being filmed in downtown Halifax at the Harbourfront. So you know it's going to be a special show. I don't just put on my pants for anything. Congratulations, Canada, you've finally done it. Marijuana has now been legalized. So that means for most of you that partake in this recreational activity, you can continue doing what you've been doing. And now for the rest of you that don't partake, you'll probably continue to do so. That being said, the marijuana industry has seen a boom in hiring positions. So for those of you interested or looking for a new 9-to-5, it may be time to cash in on that Bachelor of Arts Sociology of Agriculture degree that you had worked on. Despite what your recreational activities are, whether it be drinking alcohol or the use of marijuana products, please do keep in mind that although it is legal, refrain from operating a motor vehicle, as the same charges will apply whether you are drinking or high on weed. In other news, Roseanne Barr has shown some remorse for her Twitter comments that led to the cancellation of her show. On a recent podcast that Roseanne was a guest on, Roseanne broke down in tears and felt regret for her comments. And that just goes to show you that racism does not pay off most of the time. A Brazilian reporter who was covering the World Cup gave a shameful earful to a fan who attempted to kiss her. And thus we have a new world record, the first strikeout in World Cup history. I'm sure you've all heard the term shooters shoot, but maybe take a couple of practice reps before you go for the kill. In other news, a jogger in the state of British Columbia, Western Canada, was detained when she accidentally crossed the US-Canadian border. Now, the woman claims she had no idea that she had actually crossed the border, but she was detained for 2 weeks. Upon hearing this news, Poutine supporters exclaimed that, "We told you working out was a bad idea." And finally, Jay-Z and Beyonce recently released their newest joint album, Everything Is Love. When Jay-Z was asked to comment on the album, he replied, yeah, everything's great. Everything is love. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Late Midday Show. I'm, of course, your host, Hardip Singh. Be sure to tune in every Monday and stay tuned to the channel for more content. Comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you soon.